Hello everyone. First of all, I must say it is an absolute honor to have all of you beautiful, talented people with us on our first episode of the podcast series. Isha and I plan to develop this podcast series to bring directors, actors, writers, performing artists, and especially the audiences of different worlds together, and to spread love and positivity. And again, to tell everyone, we are in this together, and we will finish this together. So without further ado, let us start our episode. So my name is Hassan.
And I'm Isha. And this show is called the Parallel Earth Show. That is because this earth has a lot of hatred, a lot of divisions, and a lot of discrimination, and we are tired of it. So we are reimagining the earth in a parallel universe where there's love, peace, and care for each other.
All right.
So
Love it.
before we start today's podcast, I would like Isha to introduce our immensely talented guest.
So from the US, we have a sketch comedy team called the Socialites.
Meet the ladies of the pod.
I recently left my professional family in order to start my own.
I'm 28, so TikTok.
I always tell my clients to cultivate their inner beauty.
I'm ready to strip off the paint and showcase my natural palette.
I'm Jen.
So they're really interesting. They explore the world and current events through the lens of feminism, social media, and satire. Great.
I bet you would have done the same.
Squirt.
Cover.
Sanctuary.
Distance.
First off, we have Elizabeth.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello, Elizabeth.
So Elizabeth is a filmmaker, comedian, and musician based in NYC. She is a head writer, executive producer, and the director, editor of Socialites.
Weiner and Whites, because screaming hot fear into the abyss is not only a privilege, but a rite of passage.
Give a woot woot for Elizabeth.
Yes.
Elizabeth.
Hot damn!
Next up, we have Jamie. Say hello, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
So Jamie is one of the head writers and executive producers of the Socialites. She now writes and performs sketch comedy while raising her new baby. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Oh my
So yeah,
I'm ready to settle down. Settle down.
woot woot for Jamie.
Give me a hell yeah!
The next one is Emily King Brown. And Emily is a versatile and captivating actor and singer. She has worked steadily across the country, predominantly in theater and as a featured vocalist.
Tragedy of life, so much social strife.
I like that. I am liking that. Okay. The last guest is Kiki. She is a civil engineer. I can't get my head around that. Wow. She's an actor for theater, TV, film, and commercials. Aside from acting, she's also a director, production designer, stage manager, production manager, and a teacher. Wow.
Looking for the love of my life.
Kiki believes she's an African-American gay diva in her past life.
Stroll down the runway, another payday. Cover of magazine.
One last thing before we start having some fun, you guys should know that you can say the words like fuck, bastard, fucker, shit, shit fucker, ass fucker, dickhead, poop, poop fucker, tits, tits fucker, and also the words like piss off, asshole, wanker, fucking fuck you, motherfucker, fatherfucker, sister fucker, fart fucker. So what I mean to say is fuck is on the table.
Wait, I have a question. Can we say fuck?
Yeah. To all the people watching this and saying, oh my God, women are not nice when they swear. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Right,
No one cares.
Nobody asks you your fucking opinion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So our first segment is called Shit Humans Do. In this segment, we're going to talk and we're going to roast all the dumb shit humans have done in the past. Some news are old, some are new. But I must say, humans have this ability, have this superpower to amaze you with their dumbness.
NBC News reported 5 years ago a Nebraska woman is suing every gay person on earth and asking a federal judge to rule on whether homosexuality is a sin. 66 years old Sylvia Driscoll describes herself as an ambassador of God and his son Jesus Christ and will serve as her own lawyer in Driscoll versus homosexuals.
Thoughts, Hassan? Hassan, I feel like you have something that you'd like to say.
I mean, I'm not at all a religious person, but according to Bible, being gay is okay.
Really?
A man who lays with another man must be stoned, if you know what I mean.
Well, and it's one thing to have your opinions about it, but that's another thing to literally take every gay person in the entire world to court to make it illegal and make it a sin. It doesn't, like, this as a storyteller, like this woman I have, because I am from a Christian background, and so that it doesn't fit into the gospel in any way. Like, it just doesn't. But as a storyteller, I'm just like, what has happened in your life, lady, that has led you to this point? Do you know what I mean?
That's exactly
Like,
right.
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to know. I would like to know the presumption that she has that God and Jesus would actually hire her as their lawyer, as she says.
That's right.
Like,
Everyone, God is gonna hire a 66-year-old Nebraska woman.
They're like, I'm hiring this lady.
Yeah, she's the right fit.
I mean, if I'm God, I'm gonna hire Johnny Cochran or something. I mean,
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
in Israel, the Jewish pastor said, yeah, the COVID-19 is due to all the gays in the community.
Yes.
And all the gays are bringing, all the gays are bringing COVID-19. And after a week, he was diagnosed with COVID-19.
They're using a tragedy to manipulate people into believing what they think is
Absolutely.
correct.
Yes,
And
that's
right.
And using it to pursue their own agenda. I mean,
right.
that's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's right.
So basically, in Pakistan, it's considered, how do I say it? It's not illegal, but people will
Frowned upon.
bully you if you even wearing a dress. Frowned upon if you're wearing a dress or something, even a dress.
Right. Is it because of like she's not fully covered, or what's the real issue?
Basically, like,
she's not fully covered.
Yeah, the society is kind of confused here between religion and culture. So they bring the religion into the culture. So it could be different.
Oh, yeah.
Same in America.
We have the same thing in America.
We're familiar.
Yes.
We're familiar. Not that they can't be intertwined and have like some, symbiotic relationship. But again, to your point, Hassan, like it's, especially in America where we are built on democracy, my rights end where your rights begin. That's really what that means. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I can believe everything that I want to believe and say it, free speech, all of that, all of those great things. But when it starts to affect someone else's rights to live freely, that's when it's illegal. And that's when it's like no longer democracy.
That's so sad. That's so sad.
It is.
Yeah. That's like one of the things that's almost exactly what I say is like my right to swing my fist ends where someone else's face begins.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
In our group, we always say that women apologize too much. And so our rule is you can't say sorry. You're not allowed to say sorry unless you specifically punch somebody in the face. Then you
say sorry.
I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you on this. I mean, when I was in school, I had this class fellow, and he used to say that when I want to get married, I want my wife to walk behind me when I'm walking.
Wow.
Not next to me, like two steps back when I'm walking.
Does he have a cute ass?
Right. He's showing up his best feature.
I'm like, well, is he wearing a train? Because I wouldn't want it to drag on the floor either. But
wow.
The woman should be. Yeah, it's very common.
That's common. Okay.
Yeah.
There are good people here as well.
Oh.
Okay.
A little bit, but yeah.
Of course there are. We're not saying all the squeaky wheels always get the oil. You know what I mean? So we understand that, especially in America too. There's a lot of great people here too. There's just a lot of squeaky wheels.
Yeah.
Same. On 21st May, HuffPost posted, pastor and former presidential candidate Frank Klein, who claimed to cure coronavirus with faith, dies of coronavirus. The authorities had to use force to enter his residence because his followers, who believed he was a prophet, had blocked entry as they prayed for his resurrection.
Favorite part of this story was that then his followers were upset because he died, so he wasn't going to be there to heal people anymore. And I was like, guys, he was not.
You've missed the whole
It didn't work.
point.
Something went wrong.
One of my favorite podcasts is Sawbones, a marital tour of misguided medicine, which is basically it's husband and wife, and they talk about like the history of medicine, and they particularly are looking at like, you know, the Euro history, and then as it relates to American history because they're based in America. But they look at just the history of medicine and all the mistakes that people have made, from, you know, from bloodletting to leeches to what have you. And they started talking about, they did, you know, an episode on coronavirus when it first started, you know, way back when we were like, oh, this will only last a week. And one of the things they said was to be wary of people with snake oil cures, people who were like, oh, this coronavirus, I can solve it. Just, you know, take this snake oil, or let me just put my hand on you and heal you. And so that's when I saw the story, I was like, yep, this is one of those snake oil people who's
in the Philippines, not really snake oil, but a different kind of oil, but something like that. But not for the corona. But even before, if you don't want to have your child to be born, there's a different kind of oil and something like that.
Sure, more like homeopathic type stuff.
Yeah. It's very popular here.
Yeah, I feel like that will, of course, you know, Ayurvedic and all that kind of, I mean, that, you know, comes from.
And our parents, they have all these like WhatsApp groups going on, and they have like these news that this can cure, this herb can cure, and you know, they're like forcing their children to eat it because it will cure. And I'm like, no, this won't.
Speaking of faith, I have a friend who's about to get married, and she was telling me that her mother's aunt told her to never ever to say her husband's name in life. Okay, it's not right. Okay. She
was
is
married
living in a capital.
We do not speak his name.
Why did you
say his name?
You should not be named.
Yeah. Why?
This is not just this one person. A lot of people have these views. Yeah, can never say your husband's name in your life.
Even while they're like making love.
Right, you can't say his name. You have to be like, hey, dude.
Oh, husband. Husband. No name.
You call them hey.
No name.
Yeah, I did a little research on this because this isn't something that I had ever heard of in my culture, but I found an article from the BBC that talked about how there are certain parts in rural India where this is common. And that, you know, it comes from your husband is equated to God. And so you wouldn't name God because that would decrease his power and his status. And not everywhere in India, but just in certain rural parts. And so the women instead call their husband the equivalent of, hey, you.
Or father too. Wasn't there like a father? Like you call him father because he's the father of their family or whatever.
Yeah.
That's real fun, Jamie. In our culture, like if you called somebody "Hey you," that's
"Hey you."
Oh yeah.
If I called my husband "Hey you," he would be like, "What? Why are you mad?
Why are you mad? What did I do?"
Nice.
I mean, is father equivalent to daddy though?
or what if you call him using a different name?
Yeah.
Is that fine?
What if his name right,
maybe.
What if his name is Steve, but we call him Dave? Is that okay?
Yeah.
One of our Islamic pastors was advising everyone to have sex in the dark. When married people should always have sex in the dark. Not even a slight glimpse of light when they're having sex. Otherwise, your children will be born gay or trans. So you have to have sex in the dark. Married people should have sex in the dark, not in light.
I think
Got it.
He had a small dick. He didn't want anyone to see.
Ding, 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 ding. Show. 1. Islamic pastor, 0.
0.
Yeah, I'm like, there's a lot to unpack there in that.
Yeah.
I think,
or not, Jamie.
Or not. We could not unpack. We could just we could talk about body positivity and like loving your body, you know.
So do it in the light, even if it is small. Honor it.
Own it.
Own it.
It's dangerous to think for yourself, even in a faith culture, you know, especially in a faith culture, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Sometimes it's scary. That's why you're so clinging to like a belief system. But you know, I mean, yeah, I could go on about that.
It is too deep. I love how she takes like things so to another level.
Well, I've had a lot of experience in the faith world in our culture, so it's just you know, again, people use it and manipulate. To Jamie's point earlier about agenda, you know, what's the agenda? I just don't understand what the agenda is there. I guess you know.
Well, and there's the whole assumption that people who are identify are trans or gay or whatever, that it comes from the assumption that is negative, and I'm like,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, of course,
I'm bored with that.
Moving on to the next news, Isha.
A nurse in Russia has been given a telling off for non-compliance with the requirements of medical clothing. She was called in for a meeting where she said that she was too hot wearing her normal uniform underneath the see-through plastic PPE she had been given. She also realized that she didn't realize how transparent the PPE was. A patient said that there was no objection to her attire, but there had been some embarrassment.
All the first responders put their lives on the line every day, especially during this COVID-19 crisis.
Absolutely. That's why I'm angry.
Complain about what they're wearing.
Whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly.
My board is with you.
If this were a man though, and he was wearing, you know, like underwear or a swimsuit, but like no top, you know, like no top or whatever, but still this, would it have been different? What do you guys think?
I'm 110% sure people would have said, oh, he's a doctor, he's trying to save your life. Why are you being so against him?
Probably.
And whoever's saving my life, I'm not going to be mad at what they're wearing.
That's
exactly.
Yeah,
whatever the fuck you want, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My younger brother is a doctor, and he's like literally spending so many hours in hospital trying to save lives. And whenever I have a discussion with him, he's like, you have no idea what is happening. You have literally no idea. Like, the media is telling you less. The global media is telling you less. The situation is really, really, really bad out there. And you have no idea what we are facing in hospitals. And still, your main focus is, what is she wearing? Come on, man. Even she's naked, she's trying to save your life, for God's sake.
Videos of people that they're losing so much weight, like because of these suits. They're basically wearing sweatsuits all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Professional wrestlers do.
Right. Like the plastic, the plastic overlays. Even dancers do that to like keep their bodies warm before competition. I mean, can you imagine doing that for 12, 16 hours a day straight? I mean,
keeping hydrated, like, nightmare. Like, or whatever.
And I'll tell you, everything you need to know is, even when we're in the middle of a pandemic, even at death's door, we are still policing what women are wearing.
That's right. 100%.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, Jamie.
And
absolutely.
This is just death's door. There's another news here in Pakistan that one of the people who passed away in the crash was a very famous model here. And people are now, I mean, every country respects their dead, unlike in this country. I don't know why. People are still going on her Instagram and kind of commenting that she would go to hell because she exposed so much skin. And we're like, leave her. I mean, she's dead. And you can't decide who's going to hell or not. Just shut up.
Right. Well, that's the biggest thing, is that you don't know the hearts of other people. So why don't we just keep that between them and, you know, their creator or whatever, or whoever they believe in, you know? So.
God,
again, but
it's insensitive. It's tone deaf. We're experiencing, you know, a lot of that here as well with, you know, Black Lives Matter. There's a lot of just insensitivity and tone deafness, like just focusing on the wrong things, you know?
Exactly.
And from someone else's perspective, like a lack of ability to step outside of your own bubble and be able to put yourselves in someone else's situation and someone else.
Which is literally the definition of empathy. So maybe we should just work on that.
Hassan and I are really proud of our country because, you know, here people hate short dresses, but we love porn because we have become one of the top most porn viewing countries in the world.
And that's true. That's true. Pakistan has been rated on number 1.
Why do you think that is?
You're going deep again, but
we are. But why do you think that is?
Yeah. I think. Yeah. I'm okay with it.
I think that is because there's. I feel, but that's my opinion, that there's a lot of suppression here. People don't get to do anything, but they need to do it. So they just do it under the cover, incognito bars, and you know, all of that, so that nobody judges them. I don't know. If it's out in the open, I think it'll be a lot better because then there'll be no curiosity about it.
Sure, absolutely.
Education leads to be like people not being so like, oh, it's like this forbidden thing that I have to like do this. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, so it's not really that surprising, honestly.
Yeah. I agree.
In Pakistan, sex before marriage is a crime. You can go to jail for several years.
Oh, like a literal crime, like legally.
Like literal crime, like literal legit crime.
Wow. Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. Like if me and my girlfriend are having consensual sex, so we both can go to jail.
Wow. Yeah, no wonder you guys are just like, well,
what else am I going to do?
But then here's my question. Would you both go to jail or just her?
No, both, definitely.
So equality.
Okay. Right.
Equality.
Finally.
There's a step in the right direction. Kind of
equal.
In the Philippines, well, mostly the religion here is Catholic. So it's preached that you don't do it before marriage, but it's not a crime.
Right.
The teenage pregnancy rate here in the Philippines is getting higher.
Oh.
Yeah. Last year, in a company, we did a production in education and in educating the teenagers on how they can, about the family planning and all that jazz.
That's something that I say too, is like everybody needs therapy.
Amen.
Yeah, amen, absolutely.
Yeah. Is that something popular or in Pakistan or the Philippines?
No, absolutely. It's forbidden, definitely. It's
forbidden.
Something like, oh my God, are you going to therapist? Oh my God, are you crazy?
Yeah, there's a lot of stigma.
Yeah, that stigma. But recently, people here in the Philippines are being more aware. So
good.
that's good.
Same here.
And
it really is wonderful to hear, because I do think that when people just are ignoring it, gosh, how much pain I just think of all the pain that people are really in and not able to even share it with one another because of the stigma,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, it's painful.
I consider myself as a hardcore feminist because I've seen my mother in pain. And my mother has never left the house without my father, without the company of my father. She's not allowed to this day. Not with her sons as well. Like I can't take my mother out because it's gonna create a drama in my home. Oh my God, what have you done?
Wow. So you've never been alone with your mother outside your house?
Never.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about you, Isha? How does that work in your house?
It's not that like my mom can't go out alone, or we can't go out. My father has always been a very he has empowered us to work and to be on our own and all that. Although he does go into my field, he's like, okay,
right.
I mean, he lets me go. I come late at night most of the times from the shoots and all of that, so he's fine with that. Although he does say, when will you marry? Who will accept you coming at 12 a.m. at night?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
learn to ignore that.
It's something that's
You know,
so
I don't.
interesting that like the arts, you know, there's an expectation that the arts is frivolous, you know, or like is not as good of a career as say like a civil engineer or a doctor or what have you. And yet
You can say that
arts,
again.
yeah, arts has been basically in every culture all throughout human history. And so it's so interesting that something that's so pervasive and makes us human is also looked down upon as, you know,
it's entire cultures they revolve around it. Yeah.
No, and there's like I get, and there's so much hypocrisy here regarding that, because everybody watches TV, everybody follows actors, everybody is fans of them, but when it comes at home, then they're like, no, it's fine for other women, but not for you. That is such an hypocrisy.
But similar, if you're especially into theater, it's more of like, it's just a hobby, not a career. But like that. But here, if you're in the movies or in the TV, hi, that's great. Suddenly your relatives are cheering you up. That's good. We're so proud of you. Oh, really?
So it's more
like
about
that.
it's more about the perception of success rather than or the perception of what this career brings you, like fame and that kind of thing, notoriety, opposed to the actual like heart of artistry.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Mostly, not all, but mostly.
Yeah, a lot of my relatives also they're like, when will we see you on big screen? I'm like, it's not that easy. Shut up.
Well, ladies, it's the same here though. Because like we said, the people that are actually like, you know, millionaires are like in the 1% of artists that are like making all these big, you know, movies and TV shows and whatever. Like, we're not a part of that right this second. So, you know, of course, like we want to be making our own art and getting paid for it full time. Like that's the goal, that's the dream, right? But it's the same everywhere. People are like, oh, what have I seen you in? Or what have you done? Or what is this? Like if you don't say I was in a Marvel movie, then they're like, oh, okay.
I have done a feature. I have done a feature film as an actor, a 72 episode soap as an actor, a 25 episode sitcom as an actor. Still, I'm poor. So it's time to do porn.
Please let us know if you get into it, though. Like, we're just gonna have to support you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thank you, friends.
We want to see your work.
Yeah, exactly.
Supportive over here.
Show us your resume.
Isha is gonna play Fuck, Marry, Kill with each and every one of you. So let us start with Kiki.
Woo, Kiki!
So your options are Donald Trump, Justin Trudeau, and RuPaul.
Oh my God.
Just kill Trump, please, I beg you.
Yes, definitely. I'll kill Tom.
That was easy.
Easy.
Can I fuck and marry RuPaul? I love RuPaul. I'm gonna marry RuPaul.
She made herself.
Very clear, very clear.
And she's gonna fuck Justin Trudeau.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, duh.
Obviously.
She's not very excited about it.
Yeah. But thank God for killing Trump. I highly appreciate it.
You'll be a hero.
Yeah. So
Sorry,
moving
Americans.
on, Miss Elizabeth.
Oh,
I'm
no.
so sorry, extremely sorry. Yeah, please. We're just having some fun. Yeah. I'm extremely sorry.
We're okay. We're
Extremely
not
sorry.
that
Okay.
sensitive.
No.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Now, if you said that you were going to kill RuPaul, then I would have a problem with you.
And we
No.
were like,
No.
Okay, Elizabeth, are you ready?
yes.
Your options are Val Kilmer in his prime,
Oh,
Okay.
Andy Samberg from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or Margaret Robbie as Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Oh God. Okay, this is racy, but I think I would fuck Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn for sure.
For sure.
With you on
For
that.
sure. Hands down.
Human beings on the planet. I don't like. She's. Oh my god. It doesn't matter what character. And then.
That's true.
Yeah, I'd have to marry Andy Samberg, and Val's got to go. Val Kilmer's
Really?
Controversial.
Yeah, sorry.
In his
Val
prime.
Kilmer was.
I
Yeah,
know,
Val Kilmer was
like,
pretty hot.
Sandberg is going to be so entertaining to be married to.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's gonna talk a lot during sex.
Yeah.
I have a feeling like I haven't done it with him right yet, but I have a feeling.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
When can we stop?
I'm horrible at this. When can we stop?
I know. Title of my sex tape.
Yeah, well done. Title of my sex tape.
Okay, are you ready for your options?
Yes, I'm ready.
Alright, so your options are Courtney Cox from Friends, Jerry Seinfeld, or Whitney Cummings.
Wait, sorry, who was the last one?
Whitney Cummings.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna fuck Courtney Cox. I think that would be a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
She was pretty hard.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill Jerry Seinfeld.
Hi, Jerry.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry.
Bye.
Live a good life.
You can see Hassan is not pleased. Hassan, is your video paused or are you paused?
Who, me?
No, Hassan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's just frozen.
Yeah, he's a Jerry Seinfeld fan, so.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's fine. We don't have to talk about it. It's fine. Perfectly fine. It's okay. It doesn't bother me. You can kill Jerry Seinfeld. I'm okay. Perfectly fine.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with me.
Breathe. Breathe, Hassan. Breathe.
And she'll marry Whitney
So
Cummings, right?
Yeah.
And
And then Courtney Cox from Friends, I feel like I feel a vibe there. Like she was really neurotic, but also type A. She did things. She was a perfectionist, and I think that's the kind of person I want in bed as a perfectionist.
Are you saying that you don't want to get with this?
Gotta set your priorities straight.
I bet she's so clean.
Dirty, nasty.
And I'm sure Jerry Seinfeld will not be good in bed. I have a feeling.
He had a good life, you know.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, so your options are Beyonce, Ted Danson, or Jane Fonda from Youth.
Jane Fonda from Youth.
No, from when she was young.
From when she was young.
Okay, right, from her youth.
From
Oh,
her
God.
youth.
Yeah.
Lord. Okay, so Ted Danson, from The Good Place, or Ted Danson from Cheers?
Definitely Cheers.
You like to laugh?
I love to laugh. How did you know?
Ooh, this is a hard one. Okay, all right.
Before you make any decision, please don't
Yeah.
kill Ted Danson. Please don't. Please don't.
Well, you need to shut the fuck up, Hassan, and let me make my choice.
Yeah.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
Hey, absolutely.
Sadly, Ted Danson, although I love him, looks too much like my dad, so I'm gonna kill him. Fuck Beyonce, and I'm definitely gonna marry Jane Fonda because Jane Fonda, icon. Talk about an icon.
And she makes science fiction something else.
Jane Fonda.
My decision has been made.
Okay. I'm gonna do a surprise round. Isha doesn't know about it. Isha, I'm gonna ask you 3 questions so that everyone can know your priorities as well.
Priorities.
What? I'm not. I'm a host. Let me be.
I got you. Nana, I got you. So your options are Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic. Timothy Oliphant from Santa Carlita died.
Okay.
And Brad Pitt from Fight Club.
Kill Brad Pitt.
Damn. Damn. Hassan.
Oh, Hassan. Please.
I'll marry DiCaprio. I want him for life.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's from Titanic. So. And I'll fuck Timothy, yeah. He's fuckable.
Yeah. So
This
you killed Brad
is
Pitt.
so fuckable, man.
Brad Pitt
From Fight Club.
Fight Club?
From Fight Club.
He's hardcore.
So hot.
Yeah, he's toxic.
He's an imagination anyway. I gotta kill him. For my own sanity.
Yeah.
Hey. Timothy Oliphant's a good choice, though.
Timothy Oliphant is a good choice. And he looks like a gentleman as well.
Mhm.
And you
He's
feel,
so good,
when you look at it.
Yeah, so he would fuck you like a gentleman.
When you look at it.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Your options are Sarah Paulson.
Okay.
And Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman. And Hassan Minhaj.
Okay. I'm gonna kill Hassan Minhaj.
No, I love him.
Yeah. Because I can't. Okay, he has the same name as I do. So I can't have sex while saying my name. Oh,
yes,
Hassan,
you can.
Hassan. I don't want.
You can.
No. Absolutely not.
What do you think masturbation is?
Oh my god.
Shit.
Yeah. But sorry, Hassan Minhaj has to go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fuck Julia Roberts. Because, she's from Pretty Woman. She's the prettiest woman.
Right.
And definitely Sarah Paulson as an actress, she's a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And she just turns me on with her performance. In Pakistan, it's very hard for women to take drama as a subject, especially when parents are like, what are you going to do by studying drama? That 13-year-old wanted to do something, and I was like, what do you want to do? And it was like, sir, I'm into rap. And in Pakistan, I haven't seen any women at all who is into rap. And she was like, sir, I want to do a rap. And I was like, if you want to do rap, just do it. Yeah, and we'll play your video.
Now it's time for our wrap-up. Let's give it everything we've got. Ready?
Begin. Artificial amateurs aren't all amazing. Analytically, I assault and animate things. Broken barriers bound in by the bomb beats. Buildings are broken, basically I'm bombarding. Casually create catastrophes, casualties, canceling cats, God, the canopies collapsing. Detonated Ramadan, daily doing dope. Demonstrations down, data on the download. Even other editors releasing every energetic, epic episode, elevated etiquette. Furious, fabulous, fantastic. Flurries all funk, fell, feeding the fanatics. Give God great, global goods gone glorious. Getting godly in its game with the glorious. Hit 'em high, hella high, historical. Hey, Holocaust, insert, hollow at your home. Imitators idolize, I imitate in an instant. I rise in and out.
Famia, thank you so much for sending us your video. It was beautiful.
It was awesome.
Yeah, great.
Yes. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, and everyone is here to tell you that you can be anything you want. You are a special child, and every one of you watching, especially the young girls and young boys who are watching, guys, you can do anything in your life. Just don't be afraid. I know life can be scary. I know life can be hard, and just don't give up.
Yeah, and being an artist is important. It's important work. It's not frivolous, and it's important work. Even if you don't, even if you're not in a Marvel movie, art is important, and it creates culture, and it also reflects culture, and that is something that we always need. And during this whole COVID thing, and obviously worldwide, who are we turning to for entertainment, for relief? We're turning to artists. So just know that it's a worthy career, it's a worthy calling.
And I'll also say too, find your tribe. Like no one succeeds in a vacuum. We rely on each other. You never know like who you meet in your life who will be an important stepping stone toward your career goals, toward whatever it is you want to achieve. So don't think you have to do it alone. Find the people who bring out what you like best in yourself. And
Exactly.
Now, I'm going to test your knowledge of musicals, TV, and movies. I'm going to say these quotes, and you have 20 seconds, and you have to answer 10 questions, okay? So you have to guess the movie. Emily, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Isha, go.
Your time starts now.
There's no place like home.
Oh, The Wizard of Oz.
Excellent. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Oh, Gone with the Wind.
Show me the money.
Jerry Maguire.
You can't handle the truth.
A Few Good Men.
I'll have what she's having.
Time's over. That's good.
That was excellent.
Awesome.
Jamie, are you ready?
Come on, Jamie.
Let's do it.
All right, Jamie.
Okay, Isha.
Your time starts now.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Jaws.
You got to ask yourself, do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
The Mask.
Dirty Harry. A boy's best friend is his mother.
Waterboy.
Psycho. What we got here is failure to communicate.
12 Angry Men.
Cool Hand Luke.
Oh, time's up.
But Jamie's still good. Still good.
Oh, it was 10 seconds more than 20 seconds. I'm sorry. I mean, like, she's so entertaining.
That's great.
Elizabeth, are you ready?
Ready.
All right.
Okay.
Your time starts now.
You had me at hello.
Jerry Maguire.
Excellent. We're two wild and crazy guys.
Wait, that's from a movie? It's SNL.
No. Yes. Prepared to be fucked by the long dick of the law.
Oh.
Time's up.
Troopers?
Oh, we can do another round. Don't worry. No, that was from Superbad.
Oh, Superbad.
Yeah.
Kiki, are we ready, Kiki?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So your
Isha,
time.
whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Your time starts now.
I'm David S. Pumpkins. Any questions?
Oh my god, I did pass!
Okay. Coffee is for closers.
Oh my god, I'm fast!
Okay. Hello, my name is Dr. Regina Flange.
Time's up. Friends!
My name is Regina Phalange.
That's what you get when it's 4 in the morning.
It's the time zone. It's the time zone.
It's the time zone. I'm David S. Pumpkins. Any questions? Hello, my name is Dr. Regina Flange.
Pass. I don't know.
Friends, coffee is for closers.
Wolf of Wall Street?
Glen Ross.
Oh,
Say my name.
Time's up.
Beyonce!
Say my name.
Breaking Bad. That's the iconic line from Breaking Bad.
Say my name.
Say my name. Okay, Jamie, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, Jamie.
Okay.
Your time
Isha.
starts now.
Doc, I have to warn you about the future.
Back to the Future.
Do you like mashed ready balls?
No.
SNL.
Yes. Everybody lies, but the only variable is about what?
Rain Man.
Time's up.
House. I mean, that is.
Love
that is
how
such a
Jamie
line.
is so like confident about like her answers.
Yeah, that is, I love her. I love her about
It's something we say in music class whenever you're singing, strong but wrong. Like if you don't know what you're singing, strong.
And also cognitive improv, yes, and just answer what you're
like it's your personal truth, Jamie.
Exactly. Like, it's what you
wherever you heard it.
Okay, Elizabeth, are you ready?
Okay, Elizabeth, your time starts now.
Do you hear the people singing the song of that?
Ladies!
There were things I could do, then go with a boy. Or to be the impossible, you have to believe in the impossible.
Man of La Mancha! Right?
Well, no. Flash. Okay, that's from Flash.
Time's up.
Flash? Musical kick. I was like, it's gotta be Man of La Mancha.
That's okay. Yeah, but
Wicked.
Elizabeth, excellent. Kiki, are you ready, Kiki?
Oh my God. Go.
It's still 4 a.m. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the time starts now.
As God is my witness, I'll never be hungry again.
Hulk.
Gone with the wind. Okay, I have a particular set of skills. That's from Taken. Okay, Taken.
Time's up.
I'm not great at. Okay. Just one more.
Okay.
I'm not great at advice, but can I interest you in a sarcastic comment?
Oh my God. The mask. Sorry.
We're gonna move towards the closing segment. Okay, so in this closing segment, we're just gonna talk because obviously I wanted to end this on a not I won't say on a serious note, but on a very helpful and positive discussion that we are in this crisis together. Whether I said the crisis of racism, crisis of COVID-19, and any sort of crisis, whether it's homophobia, sexism, any crisis. It's a human crisis, and it's as human, it affects us all. Yeah, I'm living a privileged life in Pakistan, but looking at the history of humans, I mean, starting from Salem witch trials, women were buried alive when they were born, women were burned to death, and then I decided to do this podcast series to bring people closer and to tell everyone, okay, no matter how hard life seems, your duty is to bring change. No matter the ways, you have to bring the change. If you're neutral in the time of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. I do believe that. If you're calling out sexism, they should be the one who are ashamed, not you.
Yes.
So,
even though change comes very slowly, it's still very exciting to see it when it happens.
Yeah, it's incredible, and it's incredible that you have found part of your tribe. The two of you for sure, and also the fact that you are using your privilege. I think that's just still such an important point. In whatever form, we all have different variants of privilege. No matter where you live, no matter where you're from. And just recognizing it is the first step, of course, and then the second step is knowing, like you said, Hassan, like you don't really want for anything in this world, but you still have this burden, and I think that just is a testimony to, like Jamie was saying, that human condition, empathy, love for our fellow man and each other. It really is important that people in power with privilege are the ones that are doing the speaking out. That's what's going to evoke change.
And I'm going to say it again. Humans are the same. We feel the same.
That's right.
We love Tom Hanks.
We love Tom Hanks.
Sorry.
We're the Socialites, so follow us, Socialites Comedy on YouTube. But yeah, we'd love to, we're still putting out content. We'd love and it's all made by women, written by women. Of course, we love men, really is from our perspective. So that's really, that's really what we hope that all the ladies out there in Pakistan and the Philippines, across the world, can enjoy it.
I want to say thank you all. Thank you all for this great time, and please also follow PETA Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. It's PETA Theater Online. Let's just continue making art.
Yes.
Yes.
Love that. Yes.
It has been a lovely experience with all of you, Kiki, Jamie,
Yeah.
Elizabeth, Emily. It has been an amazing experience, I must say.
And same. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Same, yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much.